Let's stop lying to ourselves. You are watching this because you are tired. You are tired of doing everything right and getting zero results. You were raised with a specific blueprint. Your mother, your teachers, and Hollywood movies all told you the same lie. Just be nice, be a gentleman, buy her flowers, listen to her problems, treat her like a princess, and she will treat you like a king. You did all of that. You became the perfect nice guy. And what did it get you? It got you left on read. It got you the "you're such a great friend" speech. It got you watching from the sidelines while she goes home with a guy who treats her with half the respect you do, but somehow she is obsessed with him. You feel a burning resentment building in your chest. You look at these women, these so-called good girls, and you don't understand why they say they want a nice guy, but their actions scream the opposite. You think she is confusing. You think she doesn't know what she wants. But I am here to tell you that she knows exactly what she wants. The problem isn't her. The problem is that you are speaking a language she doesn't understand. You are speaking the language of logic and subservience, while she is operating on the software of biology and evolution. You are boring her to death. And in the dating market, boredom is a crime punishable by ghosting. To understand how to turn a good girl bad, you have to rip off the mask of civilization and look at the animal underneath. For 200,000 years, human beings didn't live in safe suburbs with air conditioning and Netflix. We lived in a world of constant terror. For a woman in the ancestral environment, choosing the wrong mate meant death. If she chose a weak man, a man who was too nice, too agreeable, too afraid of conflict, she and her offspring would die. She needed a killer. She needed a man who was capable of violence but disciplined enough to control it. This is hardwired into her DNA. It is the dual mating strategy. Modern women are in a constant state of conflict. Her logical brain, the prefrontal cortex, wants the nice guy. She wants the provider who pays the rent and listens to her vent about her coworker Jessica. That is safe. But her primal brain, the amygdala, it is screaming for the bad boy. It craves the man who represents genetic fitness, high testosterone, and the ability to survive chaos. When you act like a good boy, you are signaling safety, but you are also signaling that you are harmless. And here is the dark truth. Harmless men are not sexy. If you cannot be dangerous, you cannot be virtuous. You are just weak. She doesn't want to corrupt a nice guy. She wants to be corrupted by a dangerous man who has chosen her. The first step to fixing this is destroying the pattern you have created. Right now, you are a source of free attention. In the economy of sex, attention is currency. If you give it away for free, commenting on her stories, texting her back instantly, complimenting her looks, you are devaluing your own currency. You are creating inflation in her ego. Why should she work for your validation when you hand it out like flyers on a street corner? You have become a utility to her, like tap water. She turns the handle and you flow. She turns it off and you wait. You need to become the pattern interrupt. You need to shock her system. If you usually text back in 5 minutes, wait 5 hours. If you usually like her selfies, stop completely. Become the void. When you withdraw your attention, you create a vacuum. Nature abhors a vacuum. Her brain will start to panic. Why isn't he validating me? Did I do something wrong? Is he seeing someone else? This anxiety is the seed of attraction. You are forcing her to think about you. You are moving from her notification center to her imagination. You cannot get a woman horny if you are always present. Desire requires space. It requires the fear of loss. You must be willing to lose her to keep her. Now let's talk about how you speak to her. The nice guy puts the woman on a pedestal. He agrees with everything she says. Oh, you like sushi? I love sushi too. Oh, you hate that movie? Yeah, it was bad. This is pathetic. It signals that you have no identity of your own. You are a chameleon trying to blend in so she won't reject you. A high-value man does not seek rapport. He breaks it. This is called active disqualification. You need to playfully lower her status while raising yours. Next time she says something sassy or acts like a princess, do not apologize. Look at her with a smirk and say, profound silence, barely holding back laughter. When she asks what's so funny, you say, you're actually a lot of trouble, aren't you? My mom warned me about girls like you. You are framing her as the bad girl and yourself as the discerning authority figure. You are flip-flopping the script. Instead of you trying to impress her, you are making her feel like she needs to qualify herself to you. You are teasing her like a bratty little sister. This dynamic, the big brother, bratty sister dynamic, is psychological dynamite. It creates instant tension because it implies you are above her in the hierarchy, and women are biologically attracted to status. Words are only 7% of communication. The rest is tonality and body language. The good girl is used to men who are terrified of her beauty, men who look at the floor, who fidget, who break eye contact as soon as she looks back. When you do that, you are subcommunicating. I am not worthy of you. To trigger a primal response, you must master the predatory gaze. This isn't staring like a creep, it is looking with intent. When she is talking, do not nod your head like a bobblehead doll. Stay still, be a statue. Look at her left eye, then her right eye, then drop your gaze to her lips for a full second, then back to her eyes. Do this while she is telling you about her boring day at work. What this does is short-circuit her brain. She's trying to be logical, but your eyes are telling her, I'm thinking about kissing you. It creates a massive spike in adrenaline. If she stutters or touches her hair or looks down, you have her. You have broken her good girl frame without saying a single word. You have introduced sex into the room simply by the way you look at her. Attraction is not a flat line, it is a wave. You need peaks and valleys. The nice guy offers a flat line of constant positivity. That is boring. You need to master push-pull. You give her the validation, pull, and just when she feels good, you take it away, push. It's emotional whiplash. Here is a practical example. The pull. I actually love that outfit on you. You have great style. She feels good, dopamine hit. The push. It's too bad your taste in music is absolute trash though. We almost got along. She feels challenged, dopamine drop. Now she has to defend her taste in music. She's investing energy into the interaction. She's chasing you to prove she's cool. Another example, you are having a deep, intense conversation. The vibe is amazing. Instead of dragging it out until it dies, you stand up. I've got to run. I've got things to do. Let's continue this later. You leave at the peak. You leave her wanting more. You leave an open loop in her brain that she has to close. She will spend the next 3 hours replaying that conversation, wondering when she will see you again. None of these tactics work if you are faking it. Women have a sixth sense for incongruence. If you use these lines but you are shaking inside, she will smell the fear. This is where stoicism and the high-value mindset come in. You must genuinely reach a point where you do not need her. You want her, sure, but you do not need her to breathe. You do not need her to feel like a man. The good girl wants to surrender. She wants to let go of control. But she can only surrender to a man who is stronger than she is, not physically, but emotionally. If she throws a tantrum and you crumble, she loses respect. If she ignores you and you double text, she loses respect. You must be the mountain. The wind blows, the rain falls, the woman tests you, and the mountain remains unmoving. When you show her that her beauty does not intimidate you and her drama does not faze you, she feels safe. And when a woman feels safe in your strength, the good girl mask falls off and the woman who wants to be ravaged emerges. Stop trying to convince her that you are a good choice. Act like you are the only choice. Build your body, build your bank account, build your mind. When you know your own value, you won't have to use tactics. You will simply be the man she craves. If this video woke you up, if you felt that sting of truth, then do not go back to sleep. Hit the subscribe button. Join the 1% of men who are taking control of their biology and their destiny. The nice guy is dead. Long live the king.